Welcome everyone to For You English. I'm Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
And Elsie, I don't think I've ever asked you this before, but what sports do you love to play or watch?
Oh, well, I'm not a big sports fan, actually. You know that.
Right.
But there are some things I like to watch, like the Winter or Summer Olympics.
Okay, so the Winter or Summer Olympics. Those are good because in the winter you can watch snowboarding.
Skiing.
Yeah, which I like. And in the summer we can watch baseball and basketball.
Yes.
But in our article today, we are going to be talking about maybe something a little more exciting than basketball and baseball. Our article today is titled Parkour, the extreme sport for your body and mind.
Parkour? What kind of exercise or sport is it?
I don't know. We're going to find out today with you guys.
Reading.
Parkour, the extreme sport for your body and mind. Do you consider yourself to be someone who likes both excitement and sport? If so, and you happen to be looking for a new hobby, you may want to consider the extreme sport parkour. Parkour is a relatively new sport, having been created in the 1990s by Frenchman David Bell. Bell got his idea for the sport from his father, who had created a special training regimen while in the army. Those who do parkour, called tracers, have several aims. They must get from point A to point B, through obstacles, in the quickest and most efficient way possible. Tracers can use a range of motions, including running, jumping, climbing, swinging, and rolling. Mentally, though, parkour is all about the right attitude. It's about bravery, toughness, and being humble. Tracers must keep practicing difficult moves over and over until they master them. They must push their limits and get past both mental and physical obstacles. It takes great strength to excel at parkour, but for most tracers, the results are worth it. So, if you think you have what it takes and want a huge mental reward, give parkour a try.
So everyone, our article starts off by saying, do you consider yourself to be someone who likes both excitement and sport?
Both excitement and sport. 要有刺激感，还要有比赛。Oh, do you?
Like excitement and sports?
Together at the same time.
Of course, yes. I enjoy excitement and sports. I think it would be very boring if it wasn't exciting and a sport. Otherwise, what's the point of really watching a sport, right? It has to be exciting. All right. So continuing, it says, next, our article says, if so, and you happen to be looking for a new hobby, you may want to consider the extreme sport, parkour.
Oh, so parkour is a kind of extreme sport. Extreme 是极端的，然后加上运动这个字，这就叫做极限运动。So what are some extreme sports that we know?
Okay. Well, when I was growing up, which was a long time ago, skateboarding and snowboarding were seen as extreme sports. But now I don't know if there's so much extreme sports in those two. I would say they were action sports. But if I'm thinking of extreme sports, now I would say, the wingsuits, where they jump off a plane and they have that wing and they look like a flying squirrel.
像飞鼠一样飞在天空的那一种。
So that would be extreme sport.
Yeah, or skydiving, right?
Skydiving, yeah. And maybe motocross.
是越野摩托车吗？
Yeah, it's having a motorcycle and then jumping really high.
那我们今天文章的主角是 parkour， 中文是跑酷运动。
Yeah, parkour. It's a cool way to say it. It's a cool sport. Let's check out more about it. It says parkour is a relatively new sport having been created in the 1990s by Frenchman David Bell.
Relatively 这个副词是相对来说，所以跑酷运动呢，其实还是一项新的运动，它是在1990年代由法国人所发明的。So where did this guy get this idea?
I don't know. Let's see where Bell got his idea from. The article says Bell got his idea for the sport from his father, who had created a special training regimen while in the army.Regimen
这个字是规则制度，或是指运动养生之道。
Yeah, regimen is like doing something right every day or every week. When I go through the gym, I'll do a regimen where I work half and half my body parts. Or some people who take pills every day have to do a pill regimen. So that's cool. Let's see what else they say. It says those who do parkour called tracers have several aims.
Tracer 是个名词，那代表的是从事跑酷运动的人。So those who do parkour, they are called tracers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we see somebody like maybe running or jumping, say, oh, look, he's doing parkour. He must be a
tracer.
Tracer, right.
然后他们有 several aims.Yeah. So there are some things that they want to achieve.
That's right. They want to do things as they are doing parkour. So it says they must get from point A to point B through obstacles in the quickest and most efficient way possible.
那在这个句子里面呢，我们看到 obstacle 这个名词还用复数形哦。So what are they? 我们来看一下吧。
We're going to find out.Obstacle is a thing that blocks or stand in the way of completing a task or goal. So we could say, for an example sentence, the tall fence was an obstacle for the cat trying to escape. Now, an obstacle can also be a mental obstacle. So if you are doing homework and you just can't figure out that math problem,It could be an obstacle that you have to do to get the correct answer. So those are examples of obstacles.
Obstacle 这个名词呢，代表的是障碍物或是阻碍。那它也可以指的是生活当中遇到的难题，或你心里面遇到的困难。那不管是怎么样的困难，你都要 overcome， 也就是克服它、征服它。所以我们可以说 overcome the obstacles.So
are there any obstacles that you have to overcome?
Oh, a lot.
Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. I won't ask what obstacles.
Don't ask.
All right. Continuing on, it says, we also see the word efficient in that sentence. Efficient, everyone, is an adjective. It's doing things quickly and effectively without wasting time, effort, or resources. So an example would be,The new efficient washing machine uses less water and energy than older washing machines. Or the teacher's efficient lesson plan covered all the important things that would be on the exam.
Efficient 这个形容词代表就是效率高的，还有像是比如说 energy efficient，那就是会节能的。
That's right. So a lot of light bulbs now are energy efficient.
That's right.
All right. Getting back to our article, it says tracers can use a range of motions, including running, jumping, climbing, swinging, and rolling.
Whoa, so many. Running, jumping, climbing, swinging, and rolling.
Wow, yeah, it seems like tracers can do pretty much almost anything, right?
Wow, you're going to have a great body to do these things.
Right, yeah. All right, so continuing, it says mentally though, parkour is all about the right attitude. It's about bravery, toughness, and being humble. Wow, so you have to be a lot of things to be a really good tracer in parkour.
Right, so parkour is all about the right attitude.
That's right.
Be all about 什么意思呢？我们来看一下吧。
Is all about is a phrase that means something is mainly focused on or centered around a certain topic or aspect. And in this sentence, it is all about attitude, they say. And then we see attitude is a noun. It's a way of thinking or feeling about something. So an example sentence we could say is, it is important to maintain a professional attitude in the workplace.
Okay, so back to the article, we say parkour is all about the right attitude. 刚刚讲到的比 all about something， 那就是完全就是点点点，只是最基本最重要的事情。
Right, and a person could be all about something too. So if I asked you the question, what are you all about?
所以你在问我说我到底最重视什么？ So I'm all about cats now.
Oh, really? Okay, so you love cats, you love watching TV about cats, you love figuring out what this means if a cat does this.
Right, so everything about cats.
So she's all about cats. We have a cat mama.
那再来还有一个字是 attitude， 我们看到它是名词，代表心态或是态度。那这个心态态度可以是正面的或是负面的，那可以用 positive 或者是 negative 来形容 a positive attitude or a negative attitude。那如果要讲的是对某事的态度，那就是你的 attitude toward or towards or to something。
Yeah, my mom would always say, hey, it's important to have a positive attitude. People will like you more if you show a positive attitude.
Right.
If you don't, you show a negative one, maybe people don't want to be around you. All right. Also in that, tracers have to have bravery, and then we see the word bravery, which is a noun. It's to have courage or not being afraid of something. So we could say, the firefighter showed bravery when he ran into the burning building to save all those people.
Bravery 是个名词，指的是勇敢或是勇气。那你会发现它前面 brave brave 就是形容词。那另外一个还可以代表勇气的字就是 courage. Have the courage to do something.
That's right. They have a lot of courage to run through these obstacles,
Right.
right? And then we also see the word toughness. Toughness is a noun to have the quality of being strong physically and emotionally. So we could say the soldier's toughness was put to the test during the intense gun battle.
Toughness 这个名词是坚强不屈不挠的。那你看到一个字的字尾是 ness 出现的时候，它是个名词，拿掉它，前面这边你看到 tough 形容词。代表不屈不挠的、坚强的，所以你可以用它来形容一个人。好 ，a tough person.
That's right.
不屈不挠的人，很坚强的人。
Yeah, a lot of times I'll say maybe that person has a toughness about him or she has a toughness about her. Or just they're physically strong and mentally strong. Or either or. Back to our article, everyone. It says tracers must keep practicing difficult moves over and over until they master them. They must push their limits and get past both mental and physical obstacles. There we see the phrase getting past something, which means to overcome a problem or difficulty and moving on from it.
Okay, so get past something. 什么意思呢？ Let's find out. Get past something 代表的是克服或是越过某障碍物。那这个障碍物可以是有形的，所以我们就可以用 physical 来形容。那 physical obstacles 指的就是有形的障碍。那再来啊 ，physical 其实也可以当作身体的或是生理的。那如果是 mental 的话，指的就是心理的。
Back to the article, it says, it takes great strength to excel at parkour, but for most tracers, the results are worth it. And there we see the word strength, which is a noun. Strength refers to the quality of being physically or mentally powerful. So the weightlifter's strength allowed him to lift the heavy weights over his head. And I think if you said who is the strongest Avenger, like Iron Man, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, who has the greatest strength? I would think like the Hulk, right?
Maybe.
Would have the greatest
Or Thor.
strength. Or Thor, yeah.
所以 strength 这个名词指的就是力气、体力或是意志力，它还可以当做一个人的强项。那它的相反 弱项，好，可能就是缺点，那就是 weakness。所以两个相反字。那再来呢，我们还看到这个动词是 excel， 代表的是擅长啦、突出或是胜过他人。那如果你要讲你擅长某件事 ，you excel at something 或是 at doing something， 像是呢 excel at art 很擅长艺术美术这件事情，或是 excel at music 擅长音乐方面的事情，或者是 excel at languages 那就是对语言是很擅长的。当然我们也可以说 be good or be great or be excellent at doing something
Okay, yeah.
or at something.
Right, yeah. So I'm sure all these students out there are excelling at learning English, right? Okay, I hope so. All right. Getting back, it says, so if you think you have what it takes and want a huge mental reward, give parkour a try. So there we see at the very end, give something a try, which means to try something new or unfamiliar to see if it works or if you like it or if one likes it.
对啊，所以你要鼓励别人说，你就试试看嘛 ，give it a try。
I know, you always said that with me with chou tofu. Oh, try it, just give it a try. I'm
很多
like,
食物 actually so many different kinds of street foods. I want you to give it a try, give them a try.
I know, and I never give it a try.
那再来这边还有一个字是 reward 啊，当名词用是奖励回报。A reward for something or for doing something， 那就是作为点点点的奖励或回报。这里是 mental reward，心里面上面的奖励或回报。
Okay, yes. I like to get rewards.
你要奖励回报。Okay, so even though parkour is a kind of difficult sport, right?
Right.
But you'll get a reward for doing it.
Right, you have to get
Mental.
Right. You have to be tough. You have to get through all these obstacles. And, you know, it's not just about strength in your arms or in your legs. You also have to have that mental strength. So let's get after our For You chat questions, everyone. Are you ready?
For You chat.
Okay, so our For You chat question for today is, what other extreme sports do you know of?
Oh, actually, we talked about these sports, right?
We listed a few, yeah.
Yes,
but I think,
so skydiving, skiing, snowboarding, maybe skateboarding.
Skateboarding, yeah. But skateboarding is becoming more and more popular. I'm sure a lot of our students, you know, are skateboarding and don't find it that extreme, right?
Right. What about bungee jumping? Is bungee jumping a kind of sport, even?
It is. I think an extreme sport is anything where it is, we would say, risky, where you could get hurt really bad.
Okay.
So even like rock climbing, right? If you're not using the rope and you're just rock climbing, that would be a crazy extreme sport to do.
Right. So are there any extreme sports that you want to try?
Yes. There's a lot I want to try.
A lot, like what?
But you won't let me.
Like what? Skydiving?
Skydiving is one. Yeah, I want to
scary.
skydive.
That's so extreme.
Yeah, and I want to, what else? I want to...
Bungee jumping?
Bungee jump, yes. And maybe hang gliding would be really extreme.
So can I say you're all about extreme sports?
I am all about extreme sports.
I'm not.
All right.
Okay, what about you guys? Talk about the extreme sports that you know, and we'll see you next time. So for You English, this is Elsie.
And I'm Adam.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Obstacle. One of the biggest obstacles in this project is the short amount of time we have to complete it. Efficient. My new refrigerator is so efficient that it uses 40% less power than my old one. Attitude. I don't like Barry's attitude. He's lazy and often very rude to people. Bravery. The mayor gave the soldier a medal for his bravery in the war. Although it was very dangerous, he saved a lot of people's lives. Toughness. My grandfather has a lot of toughness because he never complains, even when he is in pain. Strength. Jonas pushed against the old building's heavy doors, but he didn't have the strength to open them.
智慧小补帖
Regimen, Tracer, Physical, Excel, Reward.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net